Sales and Marketing for Emaar India. Let me introduce the guest sitting with me on the dais. On my right, we have Mr. Sumil Mathur, our Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer for Emaar India. We have Mr. Puneet Manocha and Mr. Arjun Kalra from the Ernst & Young team who have helped us right through in the process. Today, unfortunately, our CEO, Mr. Kalyan Chakravarti, is not there due to his some prior engagements. We are all missing him. But knowing his dedication towards the company, I'm sure he will be watching us all live streaming through all our social media handles. He has been a constant source of inspiration for the whole leadership team at Emaar India and will be thankful for his guidance and support. As a brand, we have always believed in three pillars of transparency, integrity, and corporate governance. A testament to these values exemplified when we did Urban Oasis allotment last year. Taking this legacy forward, this year we went a little step ahead. We introduced an app-based expression of interest acceptance so that our valued customers have the convenience of filling up their forms right at their comfort from home, office, or even if they are traveling. We gave this choice right in the hands of. We are truly grateful for the trust reposed on us by the customers and all our respected channel partners. We are humbled to have received almost 3.5 times subscription in both the projects. This would not have been possible without the love and support of all our customers, all our channel partners, and all the teams. Before we proceed ahead, I must take this opportunity to really thank some of the valued teams who have contributed big to this app-based success that we are trying to foray now, especially the finance and IT teams led by Sumil, Rahul, Ashish, Pragya, Cheena, Anand, and from the IT, Farman, Vinod, Rajan, Rakesh, and all their colleagues for making this process operationally robust and easy for all our customers and our channel partners. A big thanks to, of course, the sales and marketing team led by Dhruv, Vinayak, Atif, Swapnil, Mohit, Darshini, Bhumika, Piyush, Aman, and rest of our all sales colleagues who have been instrumental in creating the go-to-market strategy and executing this process to perfection. The sales support team, Suman, Manish, and Manoj, for the dedication and support. A very big thanks to our CHRO, Ms. Madhuri Mehta, and the HR and the admin teams. From the admin, Vivek, who have led this process, for helping this executing in the best of the manners, so that we can telecast it live to each one of you. Neeru, Lalit, Balji, and other colleagues in that. A vote of thanks to all the leadership team at Emaar India, Arijit and his team from the design, Shrikant and his team from CNP, Sujit and his team from GA. Without him, it would have not been possible if he would have not got the approvals at the right time. Vikram and his team from legal, Ashwani and his team from flagship, Vijay Agarwal and his team from internal audit, and Rajiv Chaudhary and his team from customer services. Their support in bringing these two projects to the market is commendable, and their support is truly appreciated. Thank you all. Last but not the least, thanks to Puneet and Arjun and their teams for overseeing the process and to maintain the level of transparency that defines our brand throughout the expression of interest process and the upcoming allotment process, which we are going to witness in some time from now. Now I'd like to hand over the mic to Sumil to just say or add a few words to it.
Thank you, Ashish. Good morning to all of you who are here and who have joined us on our digital channels across various social media handles. I'm Sumil Mathur. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Emaar in India. It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to speak to you and to talk about the process we have adopted for allocating units in Amaris and Urban Oasis Phase-4. At Emaar, we draw inspiration from our parent company, Emaar Dubai, and the Emaar brand stands for trust, integrity, and transparency. When we did the EOI and allocation process for Urban Oasis last year, our attempt was to imbibe these values in our sales process, and we are continuing with the same legacy that we set with that allocation process. We wanted to make the process easier and more efficient for the customers this time around, and hence we initialized the My MR India app, which has been instrumental in attracting all the UIs for this time around. I would like to thank my IT team for making this happen and making sure that it was seamless and hassle-free for the customers. Convenience and connectivity for our customers were the driving force behind such initiatives, and we plan to bring in much more and many more digital and other initiatives for making this process even better in future. Apart from going digital, we are also ensuring that transparency and integrity are benchmarks for all that we are doing. And with this process in mind, we once again have EY as our partners, not only for driving the allotment process and draw of lots, but also for ensuring that the entire process is audited and the transparency and fairness is assured. We have ensured that we live stream this process across all social media channels and for the whole world to witness. And this is in line with our attempt to being as transparent as we can. Once again, I would like to thank everyone who has expressed an interest in getting a unit in our group housing projects. And I would like to now invite Puneet from EY to explain the entire process that we will be following today. We will do the draw of lots to start with for the loyalty category, then go on to the general category, and then we will, as the third step of the entire process, we will allot units. Puneet, may I request you to explain the process?
Right. Thank you, Ashish and Sumil, for setting the context. Before we really start the selecting the expression of interest, I'll just take a couple of minutes to explain the process that we will be following today. Post that, we will do a demo of how the process will be run, and then we will start the live allocation or the selection of the expression of interest. So just to explain the process, as Ashish and Sumil mentioned, there are two projects for which draws shall be taken out today, Amaris and Urban Oasis Phase 4. We will first start with Amaris, and then we will move on to Urban Oasis. That will be the sequence followed for each of these activities. And within these two projects also, first we will, as Sumil mentioned, we will start with the loyalty-based allocation. Followed by that would be Urban Oasis loyalty-based allocation. Post that, there would be a break, and after which we will start the allocation for open categories. And then by the day end, we will be doing the unit allocation against all the EOIs which get selected during the day. As a process, by day end, the list of successful EOIs along with the units allocated to them would be available through all the social media channels and be available on MR India's website as well. So that's the process that we will be following today. Before we really start the allocation for Amaris on the performance or the loyalty based allocation, I'll just take a couple of minutes to explain the process through a demo data before we really start the actual process. With that, can we please have the screen on this slide, please? Just open the tool first. Yeah, so this is the random tool that we will be utilizing for today's allocation. Now what we are showing you right now is a dummy data or the demo set that we will show to you, and once this is done, we will then start with the actual allocation. So what this tool does is that it creates or it throws out random numbers from a certain set of population. So just to give you an example, if you come to the Excel file version first. Hypothetically, if we are saying if you are channel partner, so this is a dummy data where we are saying channel partner name is blank, say CP name, if you had submitted say 13 EOIs in 2 BHK category, and out of which if you are supposed to get 5 allocation hypothetically, now what we will do, we will open the tool, and this is just to reiterate, this is the dummy data, this is just to explain the process. We will go to the tool, just put a sequence of 1 to 13, 1 to 13, and generate any random 5 numbers, any random. So we'll put 5, go to generation order and generate. So now if you see, it has shown 5, 9, 12, 13, 7. So these are 5 random numbers which will get selected. Now just to reiterate that these are just random numbers, we will close this out, again generate the number, and tool will throw out absolutely different numbers once again. So this to set the context that the moment every time data is given to the tool, it throws out random numbers, and then these random numbers will will get selected as part of the process. So if you can just go to the file again and generate again. Now again, if you see, now these are absolutely different numbers now. So this is the process that we will be following throughout the day. And as I mentioned, we will start with the performance-based allocation for Amaris first. So we will be following the same process for each of the channel partner. We will be going one by one for each of the channel partners. So for Amaris, there are 49 channel partners for which the EOIs need to be selected, and against those 49 channel partners, there are 99 allocations. So essentially, we will be going one by one for each of the channel partner in the alphabetical order, starting with A and going till Z, and selecting the 99 EOIs for each of them one by one. So that is the process that we will be following in. Arjun, can you go to start the H1? Right. So as I mentioned, there are 49 channel partners for which the performance or the loyalty based allocation needs to be done. We will be going alphabetically, so you can see first is the first starting with A and then going till Z. So the first one which we are going to start is the channel partner named Amit Sharma. So I'll just explain the file once for everybody's benefit. So for Amit Sharma, there were total 11 EOIs which were received. So if you see the split, out of those 11 EOIs, there was 1 EOI under 2 BHK, 6 under 3 BHK, none under 3 BHK large, 2 under 4 BHK, and 2 under 4 BHK large UT. So if you see, there are total 11 EOIs which were received for Amit Sharma, out of which the performance or the loyalty based allocation is 1. When I say 1, it's the, if you see numerical 1 under the performance based allotment. So therefore, single draw shall be done for Amit Sharma, wherein out of the 2 EOIs, if you come to the next tab, Arjun. So this is the name of or the lead IDs which were given 249356, 250343. These are the 2 lead IDs which were received under 4 BHK category. So now what we will do, now we will throw out, we will open the same tool that I demonstrated in the beginning. Out of these 2, we will select one random number, and whichever number comes in. So if you can see over here, it says serial number 1, serial number 2. Out of these 2 serial number, whatever number is thrown out by the tool, that will get selected, and the remaining EOI, the other one, will go to the open category. So essentially, the EOI which doesn't get selected here will go to the open category, the draw for which shall be done during the day, later during the day. So I will now request my colleague to open the tool and generate a random number out of these 2. Just mention name of the channel partner. Yeah. Amit Sharma, 4 BHK. Yeah. Put in today's date, 29/11. Group 1. Just hold here. So now what we have mentioned is that out sequence from 1 to 2, system will throw out one number, and whichever serial number comes in, that will get selected, and the other one will go to the open category. So whatever result is also coming out, we will be taking the live printout of these also, so that these are also available clearly and transparently to everyone, right? Arjun, can you generate one number out of these two? So number 1 has come in, if you see. So number 1 is, go to the result sheet, put in number 1. Yeah, put the unique ID. So lead ID 249356 has come as a result for this particular channel partner. So we will now take printout of this, keep it handy for everyone, so that this is available for everyone's reference also. Yeah, give the printouts, please. Yeah, Amisha. So once this is done, we're just taking the final printouts. The next channel partner is Apex. Apex had submitted 6 EOIs. Out of that, 5 were in 3 BHK. Arjun, if you can open the file. And then 1 was under the 4 BHK. Out of these, the allotment is only for 1 unit, which is for 4 BHK, against which there was only 1 EOIs. So essentially, there was 1 EOI and there was 1 unit. So that particular EOI gets selected for that category. So we will just demonstrate that EOI. Just go to the next one. Yeah, so this is the EOI 251452, which is selected because there was 1 application and there is 1 allotment. So there is no draw. We are taking this as a final printout, and this EOI gets selected in this category. Similarly is for Ashish Bhandari. If you can open the file for Ashish Bhandari. Ashish Bhandari had submitted 4 EOIs, 3 under 3 BHK, 1 under 4 BHK, and there was only 1 allocation. So in the 4 BHK category, so there is no draw per se because there was 1 unit and 1 EOI. The EOI which was submitted is selected, and the final printouts will be given out. The lead ID is 251809. Can we go to the next one? Next is Chahat Home Infratech Private Limited. So this this channel partner had submitted 3 applications, 2 under 3 BHK, 1 under 4 BHK. For this channel partner also, there is only 1 unit which is allocated, which is 4 BHK, against which there was only 1 EOI. So essentially the EOI 249358 gets the allocation, and the printouts will be given right away for everyone's reference. Right. Next is Cushman and Wakefield. Now here the draw will take place. So Cushman had 7 applications, 4 under 2 BHK, 3 under 3 BHK. These were the 7 EOIs received. However, out of this, there is only 1 unit allocation for 3 BHK category, against which there is only 1 allocation. So we will be running the random to generate 1 number out of serial number 1, 2, 3 for Cushman. And whichever number comes in, serial number comes in, will get selected. Serial number 1, yeah. Just put the unique ID also on the printout. Done. With that, we'll move to the next one, which is serial number 6, Earthlinks Realty Private Limited. Right. So Earthlinks also had two applications, both under 4 BHK, one large and one 4 BHK UT. Out of that, there is allocation for only one. So essentially, for 4 BHK UT, there was one application and one unit reserved. So the unit, the EOI is submitted is selected, and the same is getting allocated. With that, we'll move to the next one, serial number 7, Elite Pro Infra Private Limited. So here we had the quite significant number of applications as compared to the ones discussed till now. So there are 24 applications or EOIs from Elite Infra. There were EOIs under each category except 4 BHK large. So the maximum number of applications were under 3 BHK UT, where we had 16 applications, and the performance based, just stay on the first file, don't move. So there were total 24 applications, out of which 16 were in the 3 BHK category. So if you see total units allocated, or the performance based allocation is 7 units, out of which 1 under 2 BHK, where there was only one EOI. So no draw shall be performed for that. So Arjun, if you can take printout for one. Yes, on this one, please. So for 3 BHK, now we'll move to 3 BHK. So there are 16 applications, out of which there are 3 allotments. So we'll draw the random number from 1 to 16, any 3 numbers, and those will get selected. Yeah. Elite Pro, 3 BHK, UT, 3 BHK. Elite Pro, out of 16, 3. Yeah, go ahead. 6, 1 and 14. So just go and select 6, 1 and 14. Yeah. 6, 1, 14. So serial number 6, 1 and 14 are selected out of the 16 applications. So these are the random numbers which were generated. So only these 3 applications are selected, and remaining 13 will move to the open category for later during the day. So we'll now move to 4 BHK. So for now we'll move to Elite 4 BHK, wherein we had 6 applications, 6 EOIs, but the number of units are only 3. Hence we will draw out 3 random numbers from serial number 1 to 6 in 4 BHK category. Yeah. Go to the tool, change the name 4 BHK, 4 BHK. Yeah. 1 to 6. And 3 to be selected. Yeah. So serial number 4, 6 and 3. 4, 6 and 3. 3. Yeah. Just put the random ID. Give the printout. Let's move to the next one, which is serial number 8, Equity PropTech Private Limited. So in Equity PropTech Private Limited, there were 6 EOIs, but there is only one allocation under 4 BHK large, and there was only one application under 4 BHK large. So essentially, there is not going to be any random number, one application and one unit reserved for this particular channel partner. So this lead ID 248409 gets selected. Just shoot out the printout for everyone's reference. With that, we'll move to serial number 9 out of 49. 51 International Private Limited. Over here, we had only three applications, and all three were under 3 BHK, and there is one unit reserved. So out of these three units, we have to select only one. So we will go to the tool, select any one random number out of 1 to 3, and then this particular unit will get UI will get selected. Name is 51 International. Yeah, 51. FIFT 1. Yeah, that's it. Out of 1 to 3, select one. Serial number 3, which is lead ID 251345. Just put the random ID also. Right, done. Next channel partner's name is Golden Bricks Real Estate Worldwide. They had submitted 9 applications, but there is only one unit allocation, and there was only one application under 4 BHK. So we'll just print out the EOI which they had submitted for one unit. So the next in line, moving on alphabetically, is Grow Property Management Private Limited. They had a significant number of EOIs. Total 44 EOIs were received, and all of these were split amongst all categories. So if we see the split, there are total 44 applications or EOIs, out of which 3 units need to be allocated based on the loyalty as decided by MR India. We will now be pulling out the draws for the 3 categories, which is 3 BHK UT. So if you go to 3 BHK UT, this is the list of 27 EOIs which were submitted by them under this category. Out of these 27, we have to select only one. So we will go to the tool, mention the channel partner name, Grow Property Management. And select any one number from 1 to 27, between 1 to 27 for 3 BHK. Generate, yeah, serial number 20. So the unit which was mentioned against serial number 20, or the EOI, which is 250705, is selected for 3 BHK. So for Grow Property Management, there will be 3 total draws. One we have done, which is 3 BHK. We will now have 2 separate draws, for one for 4 BHK UT and the other one for 4 BHK large UT. So once this is done, we'll move to 4 BHK. BHK UT. So there were total 11 EOIs, out of which we have to select only one. So we will generate a number, random number between 1 to 11 for 4 BHK. 4 BHK. Yeah. serial number 8. So the EOI which was against serial number 8 gets selected, which is lead ID 250457. We'll go to 4 BHK large. Open, grow, 4 BHK large. So one more draw to be done for grow property for 4 BHK large. There were 3 applications or EOI, but there is only one allocation. So we will be generating one random number between 1 to 3, and that lead ID will get selected. 4 BHK large grow. Between 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Yes, number 3. Next channel partner is Himanshu Bamola. Himanshu Bamola had only one EOI, and there was only one unit allocated to them as per the loyalty category. So that particular EOI, which was under 3 BHK, gets selected. We'll just shoot a printout of that. There is no need for random selection for this particular channel partner. Next is Honey Money Associates Limited. Honey Money had submitted 33 EOI split across various categories. However, there was allocation only under 2 typology, one 3 BHK and 2 units under 3 BHK and 1 unit under 4 BHK. So essentially 2 draws shall be done for Honey Money. The first one under 3 BHK UT, wherein we will be selecting 2 random numbers from 10, basis which the allocation shall be done. This is 3 BHK Honey Money. Honey Money. Yeah. 2 numbers from 1 to 10. 2 numbers. Honey Money, yes. So number 7 and 10 get selected. Put the unique ID and shoot out the printouts, please. Honey Money. With that, within Honey Money, we have one more draw, Arjun, which is for 4 BHK. Yeah, so out of these 14, we need to give one. So we will go to the tool, mention Honey Money 4 BHK. Out of 1 to 14, we have to generate only one. Yeah. Number 7. Number 7, lead ID 251246. Right. So we are done with Honey Money Associates Limited. Next is Infinity Investments, wherein there were total 12 EOIs, but there is only one unit allocation under 3 BHK, and there were 10 applications or 10 EOIs. So we will select one between serial number 1 to 10, and that particular lead ID gets selected. Yeah, Infinity. 3 BHK. 1 to 10. Serial number 10. Yeah. So lead ID is 250923 for Infinity Investments. Just give the printouts. Right. We're done with Infinity. Next is Invest Pro. Invest Pro, there would be one draw as there were 3 applications, but there is only one unit to be allocated. At that too under 3 BHK, where there were only 2 EOIs. So essentially we will be selecting 1 out of 2 for Invest in Pro Real Tech Private Limited. Invest in Pro. 1 out of 2. Serial number 1. Unique ID. Yeah. Invest. Done? Right. Next is Investors Clinic Infratech Private Limited, wherein we had 7 EOIs, but 6 of them were under 3 BHK, against which there is an allocation of only 2 units based on loyalty program. So we will be drawing the lot from 3 BHK only. Out of 6, we would be selecting 2 IDs. Investors Clinic, 3 BHK. Ah, 1 to 6. 2 and 4. That is lead ID 251273 and 251496. that, we'll move to the next one. Investor's Guide. Investors Clinic. Yeah. Next is Investor's Guide. Investor's Guide had 3 applications, 2 under 4 BHK and 1 under 3 BHK, but there is only one allocation under 4 BHK. Investor's Guide, Arjun. Yeah, so we will draw the lot only for 4 BHK UT, 1 out of 2. Investor's Guide, yeah. 1 out of 2. That's 4 BHK for them, yeah. 4 BHK, yeah. 1 out of 2. 1, serial number 1. After Investors Guide, we have Khushi Housing Solution Private Limited. There were 7 EOIs, all under 3 BHK, and the units reserved are 4. So we will select any 4 numbers from 7 to confirm the EOIs which are getting selected. Khushi 3 BHK. Khushi KHUSHI. Khushi name. 4 out of 7. 4. 1726. 1726. 726. ID. Rajpal, where we had 6 EOIs, but there would be only one draw, as there is only one unit allocated under 3 BHK UT out of the 2 EOIs received. So for Manish Rajpal, we'll be taking out one draw for 3 BHK. Three BHK is fine. Manish Rajpal, 1 out of 2. Serial number 2. Put in the ID, please. Next is Mega Realty, where we had the highest number of EOIs, total 234 EOIs received amongst various category. Out of that, the highest. Yeah. So Mega Realty, we had 234 EOIs, out of which maximum were under 3 BHK, 143 out of. Taking out the draw 2 times, one for 3 BHK and once for 4 BHK. So first we will start with 3 BHK UT, where we have to select 2 out. Are the lead IDs selected. Right. Staying with Mega Realty, there were 60 EOIs for 4 BHK, against which there is one allocation. So we will be taking out the random number between 1 to 60 for 4 BHK UT. 1 out of 60, 4 BHK UT. 1 to 60. Serial number 31. Right, 251235. Right, so we're done with Mega Realty. Next is Monica Ahluwalia. So there would be one draw for Monica Ahluwalia. There were 2 EOIs under 3 BHK. There is only one allocation. So we will be selecting 1 out of 2 for Monica Ahluwalia. Monica Ahluwalia, 3 BHK. 3. Monica. One out of 2. Yeah. Serial number 1. Lead ID 250441. Monica Ahluwalia. Next is Square Yard Consulting Private Limited. There will be no draw on this one because there was only one EOI against one performance-based allocation under 4 BHK large. So Square Yard Consulting Private Limited. Yeah. वो sequence में नहीं कोई हाँ एक ही है इसका print है बस only print. Just give the printout of the next. Yeah, that's it. Next is Narayan Arya. Again, here also there will not be any draw because there was one EOI against one unit for 4 BHK UT. So we will be just publishing the successful EOI, which is 250198. Next is Nitin Tawar, same one EOI and only one application, one EOI and only one unit for 3 BHK. Nitin Tawar. Right. Oak and Stone is similar. We'll have 3 BHK UT, 2 EOIs, 2 units, so no draw to be done. Right. Next, where we will have is the one where we will have the draw, which is Oakfield Realty Private Limited. They had submitted 11 EOIs, out of which 6 were in 3 BHK, but there is only one unit to be allocated. So we will select the one EOI out of 6 under 3 BHK category for Oakfield Realty Private Limited. One out of 6 for 3 BHK. 1 out of 6. Serial number 6. We're done with Oakfield. Next in line is Palhav Gupta. There were 10 EOIs under 3 BHK and there is only one unit. So we will be selecting 1 EOIs from the 10 EOIs. 3 BHK, Palhav Gupta. Yeah. Palhav, P-A-L-H-A-V. 1 out of 10. 3 BHK. Serial number 10. Palhav. Palhav, yeah. Next is Pioneer Client Associates Private Limited, where we had 11 EOIs, but there is only one unit. So we will be taking out one unique ID from 1 to 11. First one, this is 3 BHK. Pioneer, 1 out of 11. Out of 11. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's correct. Serial number 4. Right. Next is property master, where we will not have a draw because there was only one application against one unit reserved for 4 BHK. So we will just announce the successful EOI number and take the relevant printouts. Property master 4 BHK. Just show the EOI. Yes, EOI 251484. Right. So just shoot out the printout without any allocation, without any random generation. Is property station, where we'll have a random number generated for 3 BHK. There were 7 applications, but there is only one unit. So for property station 3 BHK, 1 out of 7. Property station 3 BHK, 1 out of 7. Serial number 4, which is the EOI ID. 4. Put serial number 4. 248933 is the successful EOI. Next is Provident Capital. Provident Capital, there would be one draw. There was one unit against the EOIs. Provident Capital. Oh yes, property station will have one more for 4 BHK, 1 out of 2. Yes, my apologies. Yeah, 1 out of 2. That's property station 4 BHK. Yeah. Just mention the EOI ID. Serial number 1, which is the EOI ID 251185 for property station 4 BHK. Capital will have one draw for 3 BHK, 1 out of 2. Yes, Provident Capital. Three BHK Provident Capital. One out of 2. Serial number 2. Lead ID 250054. Provident Capital, yeah. Next is Pure Earth Solutions, again where we will have one draw for 3 BHK. There is one unit against 3 EOIs. Pure Earth Solutions. 1 out of 3. 3 BHK. Pure Earth. Pure Earth. 1 out of 3. Serial number 1. Lead ID is 250958. Right. Next is R Zone Investments. R Zone Investments, wherein there will be 2 draws, one under 3 BHK and one under 4 BHK. R Zone, yeah. So for 3 BHK, there are 11 applications, out of which we need to select 3. Yes. So we'll start with 3 BHK and select 3 out of 11. R Zone Investments. These are the 11 UIs. We'll select any 3 randomly. 3 out of 11. R zone. Nine, 3, 7. 9, 3 and 7. The lead IDs are 251629, 251360, 251467. 3 out of 11. R zone 3 BHK. So for R zone, we'll have one more also, which is for 4 BHK, wherein there were 8 EOIs, but only 2 units to be allocated. R zone 4 BHK. Yeah, so there are only 2 to be allocated out of these 8. So R zone 4 BHK, 2 out of 8. 2 out of 8, yes. Serial number 6 and 8. Two 51272 251482 R Zone Investments. Right, so we are done with R Zone. Next one, Ronak, RAU. Yeah, Ronak Singh Arora. Ronak, there would be one draw. There were 5 EOIs in 3 BHK, but the unit reserved is only 1. So we will be selecting 1 out of 5 for 3 BHK for Ronak Singh Arora. 1 out of 5 Ronak. RAUNAQ. One out of 5. 3 BHK. Serial number 5. Lead ID is 251014. 1 out of 5 for 3 BHK. Right. Next one is Rise Infra Ventures Limited, where we had 184 EOIs, 184, and all of these were spread across typologies. So 13 under 2 BHK, 130 under 3 BHK, 33 under 4 BHK, and 8 under 4 BHK large. And the unit reserved against each of these typologies are 1, 12, 9, and 4 respectively. So total of 26 units. So essentially we will have to draw the numbers for all of these 4 typologies for Rise Infra Ventures. So we will start with first with the 2 BHK Rise Infra Ventures, where we had these 13 EOIs received, out of which allocation is only 1. So we will be selecting for Rise Infra Ventures 2 BHK 1 out of these 13. Rise Infra 2 BHK, yes, 1 out of 13. 1, yes. So serial number 2 and the corresponding EOI ID is 249368 for Rise Infra Ventures 2 BHK, my apologies. We'll move to Rise Infra Ventures, where we have to select 12 out of 130. 12 out of 130 for 3 BHK Rise Infra Ventures. 3 BHK. 12 out of 130, 130, 12. So Arjun, you'll have to copy paste the numbers here. We'll not remember it. Yeah. So generate those 12 numbers. Copy paste these numbers starting from 128 and ending with 86. Go to the working file. Yeah. Just copy paste these numbers. starting with 128 and ending with 86. So we'll just put these numbers in the 3 BHK UT, these 12 numbers. And these are the lead IDs starting with 128 and ending with 86. So Rise Infra, we are done with 12 out of 130 for 3 BHK. Similarly, after this, we'll move to 4 BHK, where we have to select 9 out of 33 for Rise Infra. We'll go to Rise Infra 4 BHK now. You have to select 9 out of these 33. Right, so let's select any 9 random numbers out of 33. Rise Infra 4 BHK 9 out of 33. So these are starting from 32 and ending with 13. We'll just copy paste these numbers over here. Yeah. Starting with 32 and ending with 30. Right. So these are the 9 EOIs which have been selected for 4 BHK for Rise Infra. Once we are done with the printouts of these, we'll move to 4 BHK large, where we have to select 4 out of 8 for Rise Infra. This is for 4 BHK large. So let's move to the Excel file where we have list of 8 EOIs which were received for under 4 BHK large category for Rise Infra. Right. So these were the 8 EOIs which were received under 4 BHK large. We will be selecting any 4 random numbers out of these 8. So if you go to the 4 BHK large, 4 out of 8 for Rise Infra. 4 out of 8, that's correct. So serial number 4712, we can just type it over here, 4712. So these are the lead IDs or the EOIs numbers which have been selected for 4 BHK large under Rise Infra. Next is after Rise Infra, we have Sanjay Kumar, where there will not be any draw because there was only one allocation under 4 BHK and there was only one EOI received. So we'll just announce the, Sanjay Kumar, yes, that's correct. Just show the EOI ID and take the printout, please. $250,483. 250,483 for Sanjay Kumar. You want the printout? Next is Sanjay Nagpal Estates, where there will be one draw. There were 2 EOIs for 3 BHK, but there is only one allocation. So we will be selecting 1 out of 2 for Sanjay Nagpal Estates. Sanjay Nagpal Estates, 3 BHK, 1 out of 2. Sanjay Nagpal. One out of 2. Number 2. We are done with Sanjay Nagpal. We'll move to Saurabh Pratap Singh. You taking printout? Yeah, let's go to the next one now. Next is Saurabh Pratap Singh. So over here there will not be any draw because there was only one EOI and one unit reserved. We'll just announce the EOI under 3 BHK for Saurabh Pratap Singh, and the EOI ID is 248577. We'll just publish the printout for this one. Right, next is Sehgal Estates. Over here there were 2 EOIs, 2 allocations, so no draw to be done. We'll just announce the EOI IDs. Sehgal Estates, 2 EOIs under 3 BHK. Yeah, 250256 and 250374. We'll move to the next one, which is Silver Dome Realtors Private Limited, where there will be a draw because there were 3 applications or EOIs received under 3 BHK, but there is 1 unit to be allocated for Silver Dome Realtors Private Limited. 1 out of 3. For 3 BHK. Silver Dome Realtors. Silver Dome, yeah. Yeah, that's it. 1 out of 3. Number 1. Silver Dome. Next is Space Creators. Space Creators, yes. So over here there would be 1 draw for 3 BHK, 1 out of 5. One out of 5 for 3 BHK Space Creators. One out of 5. Five. Next is transparent deals. Transparent deals, yeah. So over here we'll have one draw for 3 BHK, 1 out of 2. Transparent deals 3 BHK. Transparent deals. 1 out of 2 for 3 BHK. One out of 2. Serial number 1. Lead ID 249820. Right. Next is Unicell Realty Private Limited. There would be one draw under 3 BHK category because there were 4 UIs and there is only one unit to be allotted. So we'll run the draw for Unicell Realty Private Limited for 3 BHK. Three BHK, 1 out of 4. Of 4. Number 3. 3, number 3. Yeah. 249618 is the EOI ID. Next is Urban Plus Infra Build, where again we'll have only one draw for 3 BHK for 2 UIs submitted. So 1 out of 2 for Urban Plus 3 BHK. Urban Plus 3 BHK. One out of 2, 3 BHK. Serial number 1, UI ID is 250451 for Urban Plus Infra. Urban Plus URBAN. Next is Varun Bansal, where there will not be any drop because under 4 BHK there was only one UI and one unit to be allocated under loyalty program. So Varun Bansal 1 out of 1. So no draw. We'll just announce the EOI ID for Varun Bansal 4 BHK. EOI ID is 250996 for Varun Bansal 4 BHK. Just shoot out the printout, Arjun. Next is Vibhu Dhingra, where we'll have only one draw under 4 BHK large. There were two applications or two EOIs, but one unit to be allotted. For Vibhu Dhingra, 1 out of 2 for 4 BHK large. BHK large Vibhu Dhingra. VIBHU. VIBHU. Yeah. 1 out of 2. Yeah, that's fine. Serial number 2, which is the EOI ID is 251010 for Vibhu Dhingra. Right. The next one is Vinod Joshi, where we'll have one draw under 3 BHK. There were 4 EOIs and 1 unit to be allotted. This is for Vinod Joshi. 1 out of 4 for 3 BHK. Vinod Joshi, yeah, 3 BHK Arjun. Vinod Joshi. 1 out of 4, 3 BHK. Right, let's see the number. Number 1 and the corresponding EOI ID for Vinod Joshi is 248840. With that, we'll move to the second last channel partner for Amaris. Once we are done with this, then we'll move to Urban Oasis. We are going to the second last channel partner once the printout for this is given. This was for Vinod Joshi. Yeah. Right. Now we are moving to the second last channel partner for Amaris, which is Vishal Bajpayee. So for Vishal Bajpayee also we will have one draw. There were 3 EOIs under 4 BHK, but only 1 to be allotted. So we will take out one random number from 1 to 3. For 4 BHK, Vishal Bajpayee. 1 out of 3. 4 BHK, yeah. We know Vishal, what's his name? Vishal Bajpayee, yeah. 1 out of 3. Number 2, which is the lead ID or the EOI ID 251052 for Vishal Bajpayee. Let's copy paste the random number. With that, we'll move to the last one for Amaris. The channel partner name is Zero Brokerage Realtech Private Limited. wherein there were total 18 EOIs received, but there is only 1 unit reserved as per the performance loyalty program. So there is 1 unit under 3 BHK where we had 11 EOIs. So we will be selecting one random number out of 1 to 11 for 3 BHK for Zero Brokerage Realtech Private Limited. 1 out of 11 for 3 BHK, zero brokerage. One out of 3, sorry, 1 out of 11, yeah. 1 out of 11 for zero brokerage. Number 8, and the EOI ID is 251587. Zero brokerage, yes. Right. So with this, we come to the end of performance-based allocation for Amaris. So there were total 49 channel partners who were there in this category, and 99 units were to be selected. So for against those 49 channel partners, 99 EOIs have been just now selected. So the remaining EOIs which were submitted by these channel partners will go to the open category, the draw for which shall be conducted later during the day. So just summarizing, 99 EOIs for 49 channel partners for Amaris, and the remaining will go to the open category. And now the way we have done it for Amaris, we will similarly conduct the random allocation for Urban Oasis Tower 5, against which over there we have total of 8 channel partners which have been selected by MR management on the performance based allocation. For these 8 channel partners, we will have 15 EOIs to be selected. So there would be allocation of 15 EOIs against these 8 channel partners. So similarly, what we will do for Urban Oasis also, we will be going through these channel partners in the alphabetical orders. So 8 channel partners and 15 units. So Arjun, if you can go to the Urban Oasis files, and alphabetically when we start with E, Elite Pro Infra. So Elite Pro Infra had 8 EOIs submitted under 2 BHK, and the performance based reservation is only 2. So we will be running the draw to pull out random 2 numbers out of 8. Elite Pro Infra. Urban Oasis 2 BHK Elite Pro Infra, 2 out of 8. Two. Right. 4 and 7. Right. So we will just print this out. So we had save the file and print out of this also. The next one for Urban Oasis shall be Grow Property Management, where there will be one draw, since there were 3 applications and there is only 1 unit to be allocated. So 1 out of 3 for 2 BHK for Grow Property. 1 out of 3, 2 BHK, grow property. One out of 3. One. Yeah. 1 out of 3, 2 BHK, grow property, urban oasis, fine. Number 1. Next for urban oasis is Honey Money Associates Limited. There were 23 EOIs, but there is only one unit. So we will be picking up one random number out of 23, 1 to 23 for Honey Money Associates Urban Oasis Tower 5. 1 out of 23, Honey Money 2 BHK. One out of 23. 1. Honey Money 2 BHK. Yeah, that's correct. 1 out of 23. And the number is 12. Serial number 12. And the corresponding lead ID is 252344. Done. Right. Next is Investors Clinic for Urban Oasis. One unit out of 3 EOI submitted, so 1 out of 3 for Investors Clinic. Yeah, 1 out of 3, yes. One out of 3. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Number 1, and the EOI ID is 252026. Next in Urban Oasis is Mega Realty, wherein we had 27 UIs against which there is only one performance-based unit reserved. So we will be selecting 1 out of 27 for Mega Realty. Right, 1 out of 27 for Mega Realty. Yeah, that's correct. 1 out of 27. Serial number 20 and the EOI ID is 252478. Next is property station, where one draw out to be selected out of 4 EOIs received. Property station 2 BHK Urban Oasis. Property station. 1 out of 4. 4, 1. Number 4. Two 252484 is the EOI ID for property station 2 BHK. Second last channel broker for Urban Oasis under performance category is Rise Infra Ventures Limited. For Rise Infra, we had 81 EOIs received, out of which only 7 needs to be selected. So just reconfirming, 7 out of 81. So we will be drawing out 7 random numbers from the list of 81, and those EOIs will get selected for Urban Oasis 2 BHK for Rise Infra under performance category. So 7 out of 81 for Rise Infra. Seven out of 81. 7. Yeah, 7 out of 81 Rise Infra. That's correct. Let's copy paste these numbers in the working file. Yeah. Seven out of 81 for Rise Infra Urban Oasis 2 BHK, starting with 61, ending with 52. And these are the lead IDs for these 7 under Rise Infra for 2 BHK. The last one for Urban Oasis channel partner is R Zone Investments, where there was only 1 EOI and there is only 1 unit reserved, so there will not be any draw, but we will just announce the EOI which have been selected basis this for R Zone Investments for Urban Oasis once we are done with this. Yeah, R Zone Investment, the relevant EOI ID for this is 252588. Just reconfirming, 252588 for R Zone Investment, last channel partner under Urban Oasis Phase-4, which is Tower 5. So with that, we come to the conclusion of performance-based units or the EOI selection for Urban Oasis as well. Just reconfirming, there were total 151 EOIs which went through this process, out of which 15 have been selected, the numbers which were flashed just now. The remaining ones will go to the open category, the draw for which shall be conducted later today in the similar manner for Amaris as well as for Urban Oasis. With that, I will pass it on to Ashish for the next steps. Yeah, Ashish.
Thanks, Puneet, for helping us with the draw for the loyalty channel partners program that we had. Now we will again connect back at so it's 11 a.m. as of now, so the team will take some time for the back reconciliation of data and adding all the remaining EOIs from the loyalty to the open category. So for the open category for Amaris and EY, we gather back again at 1 p.m. and we take forward that process at 1 p.m. for the open category selection. Post that, later part of the day, we will have the unit allocation for the selection. So let's connect back at 1 p.m. Thank you so much. Thank you.